This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Guardian Radio Today is brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic and Printmasters.
Good afternoon, all you here in the Bahamas where it is warm, very pleasant. Got that sea breeze blowing coming in from the southeast. And listen, man, I am totally enjoying being a Bahamian today, being here in New Providence. I left home, I went over to the southern area of the island and got some salt air in my lungs. In my car right now, I do have a towel and I do have my swimwear. In the event that it becomes too hot, I can immerse myself in that salt water and feel what it means to be a citizen of this great country. And so for those of you who are tuned in today, I need you to let your family know, your co-workers, your friends, those people who support a great conversation, those who would like to tune in right now to Guardian Radio 96.9 for Guardian Radio Today. I'm in the house with none other than the one whom has been requested. And you know, he is my brother. I am very comfortable with him. I like having him around. And he's a man of knowledge. He's tenacious. He is steadfast. He is consistent. He is loved by many. And I, as a fellow brother, would have no issue spreading that love from him to you and you to him. And thus he is sitting here with us today, none other than John Pinder. John, tell the people good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Yeah, man. John, you know, in my mind, I'm going to have a conversation because the powers that be here at Guardian Radio, you know, they run a very good scheduled program. And I was laying down and it just popped in my head, I need to have a segment or I need to have one show for you where we simply ask John. Because you're just a knowledgeable fellow, especially when it comes to the labor situations in our country, what we can do to increase the amount of Bahamians that can find occupation, that can find work, and what it means in definition to have Bahamians working, and how we can encourage them to work, and how we can all work together. So, John, I appreciate the sacrifice for you being here today, and I'm almost certain that the people of the Bahamas, they salute you, they respect you, and they welcome you to the show once again today.
Man, thank you once again for that awesome, good, wonderful things you said about me. I will do my level best to help my country as best I can.
Amen. You know, Father's Day is on the brink. And I'm not one to really always fit into the conversation of the time, but when it comes to respecting mothers for Mother's Day, because, you know, I love my mother, Joycelyn W. Taylor Ward. She's living in Michigan, 77 years of age this year. Married to my stepfather, who I call Dad. He's been a very good father to me, Dr. Solomon Ward. I'm a biologist. My mother was a banker. And I just want to give a salute this time, as I did for Mother's Day, to give one to the fathers, the men of this country. And I have a soft spot because, of course, I'm a man. I know what it means to have been insignificant in terms of my contribution to our country to now being, I hope, at this time, a contributor to the building of our nation. And so, women, you may be a little upset with me today, but I just got to iron some things out. There's some things as a man I do not want to take to the grave with me. I got to get this. You know what women say? You got to let them talk because they got to get it out their system. My wife always tells me that. I got to get it out, baby. Don't mind what I say. Just let me get it out. Well, for God's sake, if y'all got to get some things out, you'll be surprised to know what men want to get off their chest. And so for those of you who are married, those of you who are considering getting married, for those about to be married, for those of you who are, I guess, female and want to just appreciate and understand, or for you young men who need to know some things that we older men experience, this today is the show for you here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We're going to invite you to call in to us, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the Family of Islands toll-free, 300-5720, or you can text in at 422-4796. Want to continue to thank those people who support us, the BTC Flow to Go channel, Rev. We want to thank you guys, Cable Bahamas, and all you people who allow us to transmit a great and wonderful experience here in Talk Radio. Right now, you know, we're going to have some smart talk right now today, and I'll tell you where I'm going to start, John. I got to pick a fight. Is that okay?
Go ahead, man.
Okay, good. You're talking about all this talk of corruption and people getting charged and all. So let me show you where I believe true corruption lies. That's where it starts. It doesn't start just in people. It starts in homes. Before it gets to a community, before it gets to a region, before it gets an island, before it gets national or international, it starts in someone's house. It starts in you, the people, right? Now watch this. From my experience, and don't tell me, oh, he sound wounded, he sound like, you know, someone hurt his feelings. All us been through this. So I got to let this out. But before I let this out, because I really want to let this out, John, I got to let this out. I want to express myself as human, and I'll allow John to do the same. But before I do, let me breathe a minute, because I want to let it out. It's coming out fast, it's coming out hard, it's coming out hot. Let me take a quick break and be right back.
Back when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence, my father would lift me high and dance with my mother and me, and then spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that...
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere. Searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Beulah gal, can you believe this? We are now the patrol queens of the neighborhood.
We now large and in charge. So we need to check out what's going on in everybody's yard. What about that gun that we know that Junior and his homeboys just ran out? Can we report that too?
Of course we can.
But we could be in deep trouble if they find out.
We need to report what we see, Beulah. When you call Crime Stoppers, they just answer your call in Miami.
So then everything guns, where they hiding the drugs, who shoot who part of which gang, or who disturbing the peace with the loud music and the motorcycles.
Then our neighborhood will be the best in the Bahamas. And everybody gonna want to come live here. And then our house price will go up, gal.
So what we waiting on? What's the number?
If you see something, say something. Let us all pitch in and stop the crime before it's your time. Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands. Or text us through the Crack Crime Bahamas app. Stop the crime before it's your time.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never, ever end. How I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again.
All right, we're back here with John Finn. I'm telling John, bring us on in, and John's looking at me like I'm following you, my brother.
my bad, man.
So John said he wanted to give some special shout-outs to some of you people out there before I get into my tirade, and so John Finn, go right on ahead.
My bad. First of all, let me send sympathy to the Francis family, Divide Francis, and
yes, his mother,
his sister Alphanette. I know them very well.
Yes,
my sympathy goes out to them. The whole
Michelle and all the rest. Yes,
right?
yes.
And to Perry Cox and the Hotel Union executives.
Yes,
on that tragic.
Yes,
and so I pray I'm going to strengthen them during this hour of bereavement. And let me say Happy Father's Day to some people. My brother Larry, his sons, my son Javon. My other nephews with my sister Peggy, that's Aunt Rue, and some others. I don't want to miss none of my nephew's name out. And Tio and my sister Gail, deceased, her sons. Happy Father's Day to all of them. Happy Father's Day to the fathers of Macedonia Baptist Church, the Foxhill fathers, the fathers of East Coast, Ian Cargill and Wade, and those other guys that we hang out by East Coast, and Robbie and the crew down there on Wolf Road. My boy DJ who's in town from Texas, Dickory Johnson, and his crew that hangs down there. He hangs his watering hole. And I hope I covered everybody. The pros, the guys at the pros, man, they always send these good texts out. So happy Father's Day to all my former Citibank pros, alumni, Bailey alumni, and I think I covered them.
Oh, so you remember my stepdad from Bailey?
Which one?
Solomon Ward,
yes,
the biology teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's my dad.
And your stepmom used to work in the post office, right?
My mother worked at Commonwealth Bank.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a.
All right, okay, yeah.
She was
But happy Father's Day to all those guys, all my friends and neighbors of Winton and everybody. I hope I don't leave nobody out. Happy Father's.
Well, listen, I can launch a show because people are ready. They're calling in because we got some good professional talkers out there. They can talk about anything just like me. So let me tell you where my mind is today, ladies. When a man meets a woman, John, and you like what you see, like what they see, and you are aware that men like what they see, you Bahamian women, you got charm. You got style. And for many years of me growing up until now, I've seen some women who got some shape on them that gets your attention. when a man wants to make claim to a woman, in his mind, the only way he knows best to secure her for himself is to get married. Now, I've been through this where your parents, where senior people will tell you, slow down, my brother. I think Poissy Sledge, Chris got one song there. Not Poissy Sledge. Is it Poissy Sledge?
Could be Poissy.
I think it's Poissy.
What's the name of the song?
I can remember it in just a minute. Man, I sure I know this song. I can get it in a minute. But
When a Man Loves a Woman.
When a Man Loves a Woman. That's the one.
Can't give his man.
Man, I got to get that song today. When a Man Loves a Woman.
Poissy Sledge, yeah.
Right? And as one would tell me, you got to slow down, take your time, and how we take it to the preacher. And the preacher said, take time to know her. Take time to know her. That's the song.
That's the one you want. Yeah.
Take time to know her. Okay, good. You got to secure this woman and you make her yours. Now you got her. The one thing that I know to be true as a man is we do not pay of the woman. She telling you some things. She need you to do some things for her. And everything she say goes in one ear and come out to the next. This is how this works. But all you want to hear is this woman say to you when you say, will you marry me? Is you want to hear yes. You only want to hear yes. The woman say yes, you're behaving yourself. If you had a little girlfriend on the side, sweetheart, whatever you want to call them, you got to hide that because you got to look like a Boy Scout and you got to secure this relationship. You then look at her hair, you then look at her eyes and say, you know what, if we get children, we can have some pretty children. If she got a good job, we can have some smart children. You're looking at all these things as a man, but now you got her. Now you got her, either she switched or you, like I said, wasn't paying attention because now the woman nagging you to death. Now, women, I don't care what you tell me today. I can't stand a nagging woman. My God, I don't care how pretty you are. For God's sake, stay away from me. We can mash this up quick. When you be running on and running out, I got a problem with that. When you be disrespectful, I at Roseboro got a problem with that. So I know that some Bahamian women, y'all biggity as hell, but you ain't gonna be biggity with me. Because last time I checked, I ain't worried about no house. I ain't worried about no car. I ain't worried about no property. I ain't worried about no things. If you want to fight me for the children, I tell you, take your children. I got 1 million of them back in my nuts. Don't play with me. I ain't into that. But you know, what is getting me today for Father's Day is this. Y'all like to bring this crab and rice thing. Now, you know, crab is a scavenger. Now, some men may say, I got to have my crab and rice. That's a different type of respect. But for the rest of you women, there are many men out there who deserve so much more than a plate of crab and rice. Do you comprehend what it means to be a man in the Bahamas? Do you know what it is to keep a job as a man in the Bahamas? Do you know what it is to survive the societal pressures as a man in the Bahamas? Do you know that a man is always wrong in the Bahamas before he's said to be right? I just got to let this come out of my system. And so today, 6 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from Georgia. Believe this, from Georgia. The man said to me, Garth, you know, this is when God speaks early in the morning to set your day. This is what this fella can send to me. He sends me 2 people. The first person he sends me is a couple, an American couple. The American couple's name are those who are the founders of Amazon. The Bezos.
Okay.
Jeff Bezos and his wife. Right? How can I put this to you? Jeff and Mackenzie Bezos are getting divorced. It's the richest man worth billions of dollars. Now, already when you say billions of dollars, any woman I marry, I already know one thing. As my caller said this morning, the woman ain't lacking nothing. Together, they got $150 billion. Chris, I want you to listen to me because you're a young man. I don't know if you're married yet or what your girlfriend's saying. But I know women and some of you men just the same way, you all like things. I want to get to the things in this thing when it comes to fathers, right? Because fathers, our job is to provide. You agree, John?
Yeah, man.
Protect and procreate. I want to provide for a woman who seemed like she could never get enough.
That's the one you want to be wife for.
Huh?
You said you want to be wife for woman who cannot get enough.
There's a lot of them out there. I had them before too. Don't matter what you give them.
Is that your choice, though?
It's a choice, yes, but sometimes you don't see the choice coming because you feel if I satisfied her in one regard, then maybe she'll be satisfied to become a team player, and the things that we would desire afterwards, we'd work on together to make a home, a happy home. But you find most men bending into the pressure of a woman who needs more.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me put it to you this way. You get married. The first thing a married couple want is a house. So we can get a little 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, or 1-bath house. Yay! Everybody happy. Yay! Got a house. What color you wanted, baby? She wanted pink. Now you used to use man. Now that ain't no big deal to you. No. Pink house? Come in house pink. I ain't got a problem with that. Then she tell you the master closet is hers. So your clothes got to go in the 2nd bedroom, eh? So anytime you want to go get dressed, you go in the next bedroom, eh? And the master bath, that's hers. So you, the man, got to go in the other bathroom with the shower, the toilet, and the face basin. You get the half part. That's you. You used the man, but this her house. And the kitchen, and I didn't know, but this one, I lose the battle on this one. You don't go in the kitchen. Don't fool with the kitchen. That's the holy grail.
I hear that.
You understand? You don't come in the house, dragging no shoe, take your shoe off at the door, or that's hell to pay. You can hear about that for the next 3-4 hours. I just telling you what I know to be so.
Okay.
I talk about the woman now, and I talk about the man, because I want to get this whole idea of respect. You see? This couple got $150 billion and getting divorced? For what? What the hell you get divorced for with that kind of money? What is it that you can purchase for that kind of money? I just want to know.
Okay. Let me give you my thoughts. But before I give my thoughts, I forget to name a couple of people. I don't want to get in no trouble. My sister husband, my favorite brother-in-law, Anthony Davis. He's my best friend. He and I went to preschool, primary school, senior school, junior school, senior school, and started our first job together. Happy birthday, Anthony. Happy Father's Day, Anthony. My stepson, Stephen, I forget, he's his father now. He got a 6-4-year-old son. Happy Father's Day to you, Stephen. It's your first father.
We know you know the whole Bible.
And to my father-in-law. No, these are born people.
Okay. I can let you get away with
Barry
that.
Wilson. Okay. Yeah. Now, to answer your question, let me tell you.
$150 billion.
Yeah.
Now, he cheated. He cheated with a woman, they say, by the name of Lauren Sanchez.
Okay.
But you got $150 billion. Now, tell me what you think about that.
Okay. See, let me tell you. Now, first of all, this is what I do. This is what I did. When I got married, I told my wife I'm setting up a cabinet. And I said this before, and I want fellas to really take this serious. Especially when you get young kids. So I'll give you the one with the young kids and everybody. Okay. So I told my wife, she's the minister responsible for home affairs. She's the minister responsible for health, education, and I also gave her foreign affairs. I can tell you the portfolios later now. But let me get the portfolios anyhow. So I tell her, Minister of Home Affairs.
You
make no. I gave these my wife portfolios.
Okay.
Home affairs, foreign affairs, health, education. Okay, this is what she got. I know it's one more. I can't remember the next one right now. But
finance? You don't give a finance?
No. I the finance minister. No, I the finance minister. Anyhow, so when it comes to the house, I don't care if she want pink, purple, blue, green. You can ask me. If she has no opinion, I give my opinion on it, but I don't row with that. You're the Home Affairs Minister, you can take whatever you want. As the Minister for Health, you make sure, the regular checkups are there, and, if the children are still young, you make sure they get their checkup and all that sort of thing like that. Or do you think I need, you provide them medications and, keep up to date with our doctor appointments, that sort of thing. As relates to education, now, even though no children in school, but you got to remind me and keep me up to date with the modern technology. You keep me, up to date with this IT stuff and TI and AI and all of that technology. Yeah. Your job is to, keep them abreast, make sure.
That's their job.
That's our job, yeah. And as a foreign affairs minister, her job is to make sure we have a vacation every year. Now, I tell her, if you ain't paying no bills, you make sure you stay for that vacation. That's your job.
Yeah.
My job, I'm the minister responsible for finance, transportation. I am responsible for national security. I am responsible for Okay, they're the main 4 main posts. As finance minister, I make sure all the bills are paid and, whatever money's needed, I find that. Transportation, I'm responsible for that. You don't have to worry getting your car service and keeping it clean and that sort of thing. That's my job. Make sure it works if the pipe leaking or the cupboard dropping down and that sort of thing. That's my job. Make sure they fix. And maintenance, I take care of the maintenance. And as the Minister of National Security, I make sure my house is secured. Now, here's what I do. Here's what I say to her. I can pay all my bills. I can make sure you have transportation. If your car can't start, that's not your problem. Wherever you is, I come to get you. You got to get awake in the morning, make sure you get there on time. That sort of thing. You ain't have to, that's my concern. I am the transportation man. When you go, you say, car can't start. My next job is to get the car started. You take mine and go where you got to go. I start as National Security Minister. I make sure my house is secured. With your sister or your cousins, or when you come home 2 o'clock, that's fine. I will wait up till 2, or I'll stay till after 2. Now, I also have an extra deadlock on my door, and I only make a key for that. And so I can make sure my house is secured. I can make sure your house is secured. So when I reach home, I lock that, my house is secured. My wife home, she thinks she can be home by 2 o'clock. So I reach home 2:15, I sure she home. Unless she call me, then she ain't home. You see what I'm saying? I lock the bam. So I make sure my house is always secure, and I make it very difficult for any thief to break in my house. All them alarm system and things she needs to make her comfortable, they there. Okay. So I tell her, as the Ministry of Transport responsible for transportation, I can never ask you to wash the car. As Home Affairs Minister, you don't ask me to wash no dishes.
Well, you know what?
Let me watch this if I feel like watching it, but you don't leave it and say, but John watched it. No. I can never say go wash the car. That's my job to keep the car clean. Your job is to keep the dishes clean. But if I feel like washing dishes, I wash them. I like to wash dishes, So I have no problem washing dishes. But don't leave them if John washing them. No, that don't go like that. And the house to be kept clean, that sort of thing. I believe that works. Of course, that vacation area has to come up. It costs the communication to always be there. You got to keep communicating because that woman planning a vacation.
Now, John.
And so you got to go on vacation, so you got to be lovey-dovey. All of them say this. I think the problem would be when there's a problem in the marriage, and oftentimes problems in the marriage, especially in the Bahamas and young couples, has come from outsiders. People who, boy, see your husband car parked on such a place. And because your wife called you and you must leave the phone in the car and you answer then, you're in trouble. And these cell phones, boy, these could destroy a marriage and relationships. Cell phones could destroy marriages and relationships. So you better have an open cell phone where your wife could go on at any time. And you don't have to worry, but
Yeah.
She may see something she wants to do. That could be the first thing to destroy a marriage. If the woman sees something on that cell phone and you can't explain it. So you better be able to explain it. And you might as well do not leave it locked. Because she always wondering, why my husband always get his phone locked? Why he always gets back to him? Why he always in the bottom of the phone? If her phone could be open, yours got to be open. Okay? So that's important.
Well, we don't check phone in my house.
But that's fine. But most 90% of women cause problem in their relationship by checking their boyfriend or their husband's phone. 90% of them.
And she could go on my phone anytime she wants.
Yeah. So once you have that kind of open communication, open relationship, that helps the marriage.
My wife say, hope when you look in the phone, you get what you're looking for.
Now, sometimes I say that too. Yeah. Don't ask me to explain anything to my phone. What you doing on my phone? What you doing on my phone? I'm not explaining nothing about it.
Yeah, because some people are sending some things that you ain't know they sending.
Yeah. So, okay. But I make sure I can explain anything I see on my phone.
Well, John, listen here, man. You sound like you have your house in order, and I want to get to the bottom of that, but I got to take some callers. Caller, what you thinking? Your life.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roseborough.
How you doing, my friend? I got to let you talk.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Yes, Bucky, good afternoon.
Well, I'd be trying that at 75. I got an idea. I had a dream last night, and God told me about a new business I want to start. But like the Number Boys, they had to get permission from the House of Assembly.
Sparky.
Now, I want to start up a liquor store chain.
Sparky, I got to cut you because I ain't talking about that today. You got to listen to what we talking about, Sparky. I can call me after the news.
Gracious you, God, nigga. How you doing?
Hey, man, what's happening?
Rita, boy, Mr. Pendo, don't mind God. He can get you in marital problems. Last time I listened to God, my whole relationship was in hell.
No, man.
Me make her again with an argument the other night, right? I started to tell her, God theme song. I say, something for nothing. You can't get something for nothing.
That's right. That's right.
She say, what that supposed to mean? I say, I know you need to ask God that. But the thing is, you touch on something so right. How come who started off first that the only thing we get for Father's Day is crab and rice? But these people who under the age of 45, right, you realize that you're complaining about the crab and rice, right? But they can't even cook crab and rice, so the only thing they get is KFC.
Okay. Okay, now, I ask you a question, caller, because you're a smart man. I always enjoy listening to you. You think, I know it's not intentional, but as a man, do you feel like that's a token of respect for you and all what you do?
Let me tell you something. Every single Father's Day, I call the show, right? And I call every single show during Father's Day and say, if you want something from John Bull. And none of y'all would actually advocate with me for this gift from John Bull.
Well, if you want John Bull, I can advocate for you.
You stutter, so you ain't
let me tell you what I thinking about when you say John Bull. I thinking just give you a trip to Panama and let you shop till you drop. We just want to shop too.
Hold on, bud.
That's what I thinking. That's why I stammer, because you still stuck here in Nassau. These women, when they want nice things, they want to go away. And they listen to me. They empty out the store and they looking at you like the card, like they ain't got the. That's all I'm saying.
You realize surpass how millions of dollars, right? Guess we getting for Father's Day? Crab and rice and a bow tie.
We ain't want that. We ain't want that.
Guess what?
Your wife, your wife.
Davis, right? You run the country. Guess we getting for Father's Day? Crab and rice.
We ain't want that.
You ain't sure that.
Mister, I ain't that hungry. I ain't that hungry.
You get that because listen, the most and the Prime Minister being cat, I probably love crab and rice. Most Bahamian men love crab and rice. I think they look at that as the most favorable, best dinner to cook. But you got to have some other things along with that. They don't just get crab and rice, man. Come on, they got to get some other things. The children can get socks and necktie and night clothes. But you should get some other stuff too.
Thing, right?
I agree.
You get the crab with the bite and the crab without the bite. That's about it.
Hey, you ain't behaving, man. I can tell you go. You ain't behaving.
But now he said that. Let me give you a joke. A cousin of mine, deceased cousin of mine, Bazaravi, he emceed to my wedding, and he gave this joke. Say, he was giving this joke. Say, the groom on the night of his wedding, when they went to the honeymoon, he threw his pants to his wife. See, you can wear that. She said, no, I can't wear that. He said, okay, but just remember, I wear the pants in this relationship. So the wife said, no problem. So later on, she threw her hand over him and say, see if you're getting that. He said, that's too small, I can't get that. She said, that's exactly how it'll be if you don't change your attitude. So sometimes you got to understand that you may wear the pants in the relationship, but sometimes you got to compromise and nothing of the unusual or being disrespectful. I think respect, communication, and loyalty is important in a relationship. Women love you to be loyal to them. They want you to show them love, respect them, and at the end of the day, find out.
See, you going right back to what the woman them want.
That's what they want.
Listen,
and if you can't handle that, you better know. You better know what you're getting into. You can't handle that. If you meet a woman when you met a woman, you took her on a date, you pay for everything. When Valentine comes, you buy her roses, you buy her a gift.
Okay.
Birthday, you buy this, buy her. Then you get married to her, she expects you to continue those things. You need married, you go, oh boy, this is a good, kind, nice, decent gentleman.
You ain't recognize what I was doing all the time I doing that? Yeah. I trying to buy the security of what I want.
Yeah.
I want it forever.
Right.
Now, and the minute no, man, that can't wait, man. Next call of your life. Call of your life.
Hey, God.
Hey, buddy.
Boy, this is serious topic.
I want you to believe that. I ain't even get down to the crux here, but I got to let you talk.
But
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you two quick points.
Mm-hmm.
And this Father's Day coming up,
mm-hmm.
I refuse to call some men Happy Father's Day, give them their respect. If I know they have children, don't take care of their children. If I know they still have a sweetheart, I will not do that.
Mm-hmm.
I honor like how God see it. My point and my last point is what you have said. You see this woman with a Coca-Cola shape, mango skin. Okay. You may fall in love with the outward appearance of that person.
Yes.
But what about down the road in the future? Suppose that same Coca-Cola woman get paralyzed. She cannot please you. Are you still going to be committed to her? What if she have cancer? Are you still going to be a truly husband to her? Marriage is a sacred vow between heaven and when you do not fulfill that, you are under a curse. This is the reason why so much man in this Father's Day, they not deserve. See, the system tell you,
yeah, but
everybody but it's Happy Father's Day. You think? But then again, you have to know the reason why you're telling this man,
But also,
Happy Father's Day.
realize too, there are two types of fathers, and there are fathers who raise you. That's why the Bible says, even the Bible says, your children obey your parents in the name of the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and thy mother. They obey your parents first, Because your parents could be the man who's your parent may not be your biological father. That's honor thy father and thy mother.
Yes, anyone,
So you gotta remember
older, anyone who is older than you, according to Ephesians chapter 4, tell you that you must honor the elders. But then again, they may be older than me. They may be my father. But if I still know they don't take care of their children.
Well, I'm saying but you have some biological fathers who may not take care of the children.
We got you.
But you get some other fathers who somebody else take care of that child who may not.
Listen to me.
The biological father.
Gentlemen, listen to me. And caller, don't hang up. Listen to Garth carefully. I watched how naturally and easy it was for you to show why some fathers are not deserving of a happy Father's Day. That was very easy for you to do. The world continues to be easily led to a conversation as to why men should not deserve. I want you now to flip that for me and tell me a reason or two why men do cheat then and why men do neglect the children, because there are some women who even let you take care of your children. There's some women who put up walls against a man. They break you down. They mash you up. They make you feel insignificant. And the quickest way they can do that is wagging their tongue. They say some things to you that are verbally abusive, mentally abusive, and some women even physically abusive. But we don't talk about these things. Yes, men just walk around and say, oh, he's a deadbeat. They don't know the punishment with that woman put on that man.
It is a spirit. It is a spirit. That's the reason why man and woman get married, because why? They want to come together and make together. There are some women who come into relationship. They refrain themselves from man because why? We don't know the background and history of this person because we just quickly want to get married. So what happened? When the bedroom now become cold, you understand me?
Yes, sir. That's why I'm talking. That's why I'm talking about. What if I mean?
There's something that God put into man. He built that into man, that nature for sex. But when the man come home, the woman, she can turn her back. Maybe she can have on a long dress. She no more want to get in the wall with that man.
Yeah,
so
wearing bloomers.
Women know I'm a bloomers, but
that will cause him now to start to go back this former ways.
Listen to me.
Because why?
Caller before you go. Listen to me, because I got some other callers, but listen to me. Jeff and Mackenzie Bezos have a $150 billion empire.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was.
They're getting divorced, right? Listen to me again. Bill and Melinda Gates, all that money they got getting divorced.
Yeah.
The thing that both have in common is that both had affairs. Bill had an affair some 20 years ago, and Jeff now having an affair with this Lauren Sanchez woman. Now, watch what I'm saying to you. People say, oh, God, he cheat. He ain't no good. We break him down, mash him up. This is a man who have a multi-billion-dollar empire.
Yeah.
And ain't no one asking the question, what you think she do to make him cheat? It's always what the man do. Anyone ever stop to ask what the woman do?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I want to be fair in the conversation.
And Mr. God.
Yeah.
Sometimes, let me tell you something. Man, we as men, sometimes we like extra things to happen to us because the Bible says the bedroom is undefiled.
Yeah.
Sometimes man like extra things be done to them.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
And some, I ain't getting it. I ain't fooling with it. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's where sometimes the problem come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I like? I like what you said there. And before I take the next call, guess what, John? I had a friend who called me from yesterday and today. He said, God, the woman nagging. Now, I don't have no nagging in my house. I just strongly don't take nagging. But he said to me, it's an inherent trait in women to nag, to just use their mouth and talk. He said, ain't nothing you can do with that. That's just in them. So I said to him, I can say this on the radio today because I ain't scared. As inherent as it may be for a woman to nag, John Pinder, isn't it also inherent for a man to have more than one sexual partner?
That happens in most cases.
So if I suppress it, my urge to have 10 different women, you need to learn to suppress your tongue. That's how I feel. Now, if you don't suppress your tongue and you begin nagging me to that, I ain't go to that.
The problem is most marriages rely or relate to the Christian principle: one man, one woman. That's number one. Number two, there are a number of people who get married who love each other but not in love with each other. Sometimes one in love, the other one is not in love. But luckily for that couple, sometimes both the guy that was not in love or the woman that was not in love, she loved him, but not in love. She grew to fall in love with him. And those are the marriages that normally works itself out for a long period of time. You can love somebody but not be in love with them.
But I only want you all to know, ain't no man can have a happy Father's Day unless he could get peace in his home and respect. That's where we at, folks. Let me take another caller. Caller, you live. Caller, you there? Let me take another caller, Chris. Caller, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, man. John and Gus.
Hey.
Take time to know, eh?
Yeah.
Take time to know. The pussy slap.
Sometimes, he seems to, you be sitting right in the church, and the things that you discuss with him, you hear him using it as part of this sermon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That ain't comfortable.
Preacher,
I don't know why you preachers can't just give. Not you, but yeah. So you need to fix that. That's not nice at all. But guys, I have two beautiful sons, but I married a buck converter. I don't know if you're familiar with electronic circuitry. You know what a buck converter is?
But please explain.
A buck converter is...
That don't sound good.
Well, it could be beneficial in the circuit. You could put 30 volts in, and you may want it to reduce it down to 15 because your supply has to be 15.
Okay, so
but the woman told me point blank after I realized. I kind of realized things. Do you realize that what is yours and mine, and what is mine is mine? I say, I've been wondering about that.
We can talk a little bit about that today.
Talk about that today for me.
We can talk. I appreciate your call, man. We can talk a little bit about that today.
But let me also say, so when you take time to that woman, put everything on your bank, 20 years later, the woman fall out of love? Or the man fall out of love?
This man had an affair 20 years ago, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
20 years later, the woman still ain't let that go, and now they get divorced.
Women don't like to forget things, boy. They may say they forgive you, but they're forgetting that. They keep that stored in their memory banks, and sometimes they just bring it up the wrong time, and then they bring it up so
and
often.
That's why some men could only get crab and rice because they still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Let me take another caller. Caller, go ahead.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
Doing good, my friend. You sound strong.
Man, listen, I love the topic you guys are on today. God and your host,
John Pender, Miss
Pender. A lot of relationships, I would say probably a good 70% of the relationships now today have become transactional. The situation about love and commitment and whatever, it's hard to say, but most of the relationships today are transactional. And let me just tell you what I mean by that. Most women, not all, but there's a good bit of women that have this mindset that if Tom can't do for me, I know Joe can do for me.
And who teach them that?
Who you think who teaches them that? It's two people who teach them that.
Tell me.
Is the man who encouraging the fact for them to have so many options to determine whether or not, okay, if he don't provide for you, I can provide for you, and if this one don't provide for you, but at the end of the day, let's go even deeper than that, guys.
Okay.
We find that in this society, especially in this Caribbean-based society, where there are homes where 90%, let me reframe that, probably a good 70+% of the homes in the Bahamas are single parent.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And most, you sit down, you hear some of them, very professional, whatever. Most of them have been taught, don't depend on a man for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's been preached from they was 5 years old. So most of the time when you have these situations, you go on far to marriage. Most of the time you can't even get to marriage nowadays because you find that most men are now, and you talk about a nagging woman, when you actually finance and paying bills for a woman who ain't even your wife, and you're training her. See, it's just like anything else. You're training her to be not the thing that you ultimately want to end up to be.
Tingsy.
Mm-hmm. Beyond Tingsy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about it this way. And if you tell a woman right now, you just dating her, the first thing she going to do is test you.
Yeah, for what?
Listen.
Waking me hard.
You think I got to pay this bill, man.
Oh, by Jesus, Lord, you're preaching.
And from the moment you say, honey, okay, I got you.
I got you.
You're dead in the water. You're dead in the water.
Now, listen,
so
he only
we
talking
gotta
from...
Go back, we got to go way back and understand that in this society we live in today, women and men, relationships are transactional.
This ain't all women now. This ain't all women, but this is the general situation that we facing in our country.
That's right.
And as a man, we step up our game. If the woman say, baby, do to help her get that new car because he want to impress her.
That's why so much niggas in prison right now.
And that's why a lot of them dead on the streets. I trying to get to this conversation.
That baby's your wife, you mean?
Who's that?
I'm saying he's a baby and you new guy's your wife saying that, eh?
But you know the country, we don't do that. We just give it to the sweetie too.
But if you get Bill Gates kind of money or some kind of money, you can do that. But don't set it back.
But let me fix that. Caller, don't hang up. Let me fix that for John Pinder since you don't understand this. Back in the day on the island, a man got 2 and 3 houses he used to take care of.
Yeah.
Ain't 3 of them women know that the man married to the next woman?
Yeah.
You see them leaving their husband?
That's what's happening with the man. That's the truth.
This man got billions of dollars. He could afford wife. He could afford concubine, and he could afford the concubine for the concubine.
But she could afford it too. That's the reason why she's giving him problem. If she had to depend on him financially, she would behave herself and say, look here, I forgive you and don't do it again.
And I can leave you all right now. Yeah. All I can tell you is that we're in trouble because at the end of the day, and I agree with what John said, there are a lot of fathers that want to reach out and be with their children.
Yes.
But you got some very facetious people, some very facetious women.
I appreciate you, man.
It's unfortunate that we don't discuss this. Men don't have somewhere to... It ain't easy,
They scared. I ain't scared. I talking this thing loud and clear. Thank you so much, my friend. Let me take this last caller here before the news. Caller, go ahead, you're live. Caller, you there? All right, we lost that caller there.
Let me say this. I think it's important for you to make sure your wife is also your friend and somebody who you could hang out with.
That's correct.
I don't have no problem with my wife because
None.
Both of us like to play backgammon. Both of us like to play. She teach me how to play Uno. Just taught me how to play Uno a couple years ago at her son graduation.
Sure, ain't know what you're talking about. But that ain't electronic.
But you see, but that's right. That's another thing again. But she and I, as a man, we ain't play dominoes for a little while. We ain't play backgammon for a little while. We ain't play Uno for a little while. So if you action me, I starting to deal them cards, and when I deal your 7, you better start playing. Or I ground the backgammon.
My wife, she like Chinese checkers.
And we don't have no problem. And we could play. Sometimes me and her will play backgammon or Uno from 10 o'clock or from 9 o'clock till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
And you feel the respect. Yeah. You feel the love.
Yeah.
Everything ain't taking off your clothes and getting jiggy. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to get jiggy in the spirit.
Yeah.
And folks, man, listen, this is Garden Radio today.
So
FM. We're going to play a little bit of Percy Sledge there for you. Go into some marketing material. Be right back. Close out. Go to news. 96.9 FM. Garden Radio today.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else. He changed the world for the good thing he's found. If she is bad, she can do no wrong. Turning back on his best friend if he put her down. When a man
Giant slices, perfectly baked, foldable. Marcos is bringing New York to your neighborhood for just $19.95. Meet the Marcos New Yorker Pizza. Built with Marcos fresh dough, rich sauce, and fresh, never frozen 3-cheese blend. This is pizza the New York way. If you can't fold it, is it really New York style? Go big, fold it, love it. Big slices, big flavor. The New Yorker Pizza for $19.95. Order now at marcospizzas.com.
At Cleveland Clinic, you set your course, not cancer. So when your journey takes an unexpected turn, you seek out the experts who've conquered it before, and you forge new paths to help fight cancers. For every route to a cure, for every care in the world. See how we're...
Wait, you know what's going down tomorrow?
Nobody, what happening?
Joe bringing the knife to school, he could do Junior in.
For what?
Well, he fooled with Joe girl.
Mother sick. And you know Junior don't back down for nothing. So that means he got a big fight tomorrow.
So whose side you want?
Side? I trying to stay in school, not Simpson Pen. We gotta tell somebody about this fight.
Tell somebody? I ain't no snitch. I mean cool, you know.
Wait, if you so cool, then you need to stay in school and stay out of the fight.
Yeah, but if I don't hang on Joe's side, him and these boys coming for me next.
All right, so we definitely gotta tell somebody. We gotta prevent the fight.
What I say, I don't want nobody call me snitch.
We could just call Crime Stoppers. You could report what you know, and nobody gotta know it's you.
So how do I work?
All you gotta do is call them, or you text them through the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and nobody can know it's you.
Then the police come looking for me for more info, and when they finish with them, Joe them coming looking for me?
When you call Crime Stoppers, the calls go directly to Miami, and they don't ask nothing about you. Then you can get the pen from them, and they can claim a reward later using that same pen.
Plus, everything's scrambled, so nobody can read what you saying.
Calls 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
KB, you want some peas and rice? KB, you want some peas and rice?
No! Are we on now? No!
All the meat right here at Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We're chopping it up. Subject matter, I ain't hungry. And you know, KB, one of the noble sons of our Commonwealth of the Bahamas, had to give a shout out to him, wishing him also happy Father's Day. And, you know, this is what we do. You see, KB say he gone to the woman for Sunday dinner, and she want to give him just a little bit of, what do you want to give, rice and all kinds of foolishness? He want all the meat. Now, guess what? I don't know about you fellas, but let me tell you something. Anytime you go to I'm going to use some Bahamian talk, the gal house, and the food already cooked. Don't believe she cooked that, eh? More than likely, Grammy cooked that. I just being real, because when you marry this woman, you come to find out, Jesus, Lord, the woman can't even boil water. Y'all better watch what y'all doing here. Don't get swing. Don't get swing. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. Poissy Sled say, take time to know her. Take your time, young man. You got to get to know what you're getting yourself into. Now, happy Father's Day could only be happy if the people who are the children and the mother is happy with you.
But that's nothing you can do, God. It's happy Father's Day, ain't happy husband day. That's nothing we like mix up.
Now, if you...
They don't know happy, we need to put me down happy husband day.
Yeah, you's a union big man, you's a big talker, you's a big bad man. I can tell you one thing, that if you ain't giving me that, then it ain't no Mother's Day from the husband either then. And you ain't getting no Louis Vuitton, you ain't getting no Versace, no Gucci, and no Mercedes Benz. No, you ain't getting them things.
They forbidden anniversary, man.
I give you grits and tuna. Don't play with me. But I only joking, man, because I got a good home. My wife at home, but she off the chain. I give her Mother's Day every day. She get happy. Respect, man. I only talk about respect and love. I don't know what's so hard for to give some of these men some love and respect. Do you know, I was in a relationship, I ain't trying to make no one look bad, for 5 years. And you know I didn't even get one underwear for a birthday. How you think I feel paying all the bills?
5 years, you probably was in a relationship with an ambulance. A war.
No, she wasn't things either, you know. She wasn't needy. She just ain't had no regard. They don't understand what you do as a man to make some things happen.
So then check the environment from which she came. If the environment she came from, the mother didn't do much for the father or for her spouse or whatever have you. And sometimes people, you know, live what they learn.
Well, you know what? The woman could cook and the woman could bake.
All right. So maybe she come home where mom or Grammy or somebody cooking and baking and she mastered that and she figured, hey, that's the way the man had a true stomach. That's why you get crab and rice.
That's what y'all think. Because the day when she nagged me, ask her when you see her, I ain't gonna call no name. I go into the lawyer. That was finished.
You said nail bench story.
Boss man, that finished. I said, I don't want no nagging. You hear me?
Yeah.
No nagging in my house. I ain't gonna nag you, you ain't gonna nag me. And as long as you ain't nagging, I ain't got no reason to look for no sweetheart. Now if you want to start nagging, I gotta look for something else. That's just the way it is.
But you see, you gotta learn how to have the last say in your house too, not the man. When a woman carrying on, she say, shut up, just say okay.
Who carrying on where? You know carrying on, boss? We ain't starting nothing here. Nothing here? Carrying on where? No, sir. No, sir. That don't
God,
work
why
like
you ain't move this? God, why you ain't clean it? God, why you ain't do it? God, why you ain't do next?
And watch how easy this is, baby. What's going on here? Say baby. Say darling. Say sweetie. Say sugar plum. Say something nice before you try to talk to me like that. But you ain't my ma. And I don't appreciate you trying to beat down on me because the world is beating down on me as a man. Y'all don't understand that? Everywhere I go, you want me to say, listen to me. I want to say something, but I almost get myself in trouble. Mother flip. Listen. I's a straight man. I's a straight man. Do you realize that men who are gay tend to look as if they get more respect from women than us?
Men who are gay?
Gay men.
You mean in a relationship with a
The
woman?
women want that's the way we feel. Now, if the man will be gay, I ain't got a problem with that. That's his choice. But all I'm simply saying as a man, I won't feel appreciated, man. I won't feel you can hang out with me. I won't have a good time with you. That's what I want to do. So when you talk about Happy Father's Day, look at John getting quiet now. Look at you.
No.
You're scary.
No, I get about that. Wait till you finish, then I can answer you.
Well, you know the gay man, he ain't no father.
No.
Okay then, I's a father. I's a man, I's a father.
And the woman hanging over the gay man
the women
showing
tend,
him more respect.
Okay.
She got no sons.
I tell you what, y'all call me and tell me I lied then. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the family of violence, 300-5720, or text at 422-4796. I want you to tell me if it don't appear as a man to you that they love hanging around with the gay fellas. No,
I think the gay fellas love hanging around.
Oh, that's my friend. Oh, girl, you look so pretty. Oh, girl, you look so nice. I like your hair. Come on, man.
But they're two of a kind. That's probably why I looked at it.
But we want some of that. We want some of that love and affection and that fellowship, man. Come on, man. Help me to be a man. Help me to feel like I own the world. That's what I'm saying to you, man. That's too much.
To be honest with you, I ain't got them problems, you know.
No, I only saying because some fellas are crying to me. Some fellas are crying to me, so I bringing it to the show. That's all. That's all. I only bring it to the show.
I got you. A lot of men may be going through what you go through. I only tell you, if you're with a woman who don't appreciate you, then you got problems.
That's what I'm trying to say. Call you live. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, right, you're being mischievous.
Hey, how you doing, John?
Good, my brother.
I can tell you something, right? This is a problem that goes primarily to women, but it's also for men, too. We do not learn to appreciate each other. Simple as that. If you are with somebody who is doing A, B, C, D, then it should be reciprocal that I can do E, F, and G. We come from a society now that gets a culture shock. We just want to take. We just want to use. We just want to see how we can step on somebody and get ahead or get over. Because if somebody is doing for you and looking out for you, you shouldn't feel no way to want to do something for them. And even about love. If you love somebody, it should even be more appreciation, so on. So it's a culture shock, man. You know.
Okay, so you sound smart.
Get enough love and with these single mother homes, right? Let me find this out. With the single mother homes, the mother ladies, do you. Get your education, be the best version of yourself, do this, do that. And there is no thought or consideration for your husband or the man who you plan to marry or meet. I'll leave that there and listen.
No, I want you to answer a question before you go. You still there? Okay, let me ask you this question, right? When a female, naturally, just generally speaking, I'm not talking to every woman, asks a man for money, because they don't stammer when they ask you. I just being real. They don't stammer.
No, they don't.
I need $50. I need to pay a bill. You can't give me $200. You trying to rap to the guy, hey, baby, what's going on? Charlie, I need $300. They say that easy like Sunday morning, right?
Right.
As a man, if you really, really like her, you can go find that money. When a man asks a woman for $300, tell me what has happened. Generally.
They tell you to wait.
The same thing what you just do. They stammer, what you need that for?
Yeah, they tell you to wait. They tell you, I ain't get it. See, and then think with it. You married, right? Let's be real. You married. Their money is their money, and your money is their money. Also, so if you ain't watching your money, right? Then you give them the word and depend on your spouse.
Now you see how you said that? You see how you said that?
That's how they're conditioned. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. So watch this now. At the end of the day, let me tell you why I brought that up. Because, I kind of like to manipulate conversations. That's what I do. Women will turn around and say they smarter than men. Women would say to us that, you know what? Y'all, man, y'all so stupid. Just for a little bit of loving, y'all is do anything. This is what they saying. Who won't run the house? They won't run the whole house. But when it's time to take care of the bills, when it's time to throw the garbage, when it's time that you hear something out in the yard to go check it out, you got to go do that. On the job, the woman they smarter than you. They believe they could get the same money what everybody else get. But when it's time to lift the heavy box, use the man, you got to go do that.
Okay, so with God, let me tell you this, right? You can hear me? If they so smart, we have now given them the platform to be in charge and do things. Is the world better or worse?
I know you got to tell me. I can ask John. John is a labor man.
We have empowered them, and not we have empowered them, but they have empowered themselves, and now they are in charge of so many. There's so many that in charge of the schools, in charge of the hospitals, in charge of the boards, in charge of churches, wherever. Is the world better off or worse?
So you're saying ultimately responsible for the product of or the action of the children when they leave the schools and become adults. Because the Bible said, train a child where he should go. And so if you're saying that the schools aren't training the young men, or the male students to be young men, that's a failure on the school system, educational system. I don't know if they teach it in the schools, but...
John, there's an aggression from females in this country, and I don't know where they adopted it from, that they want more female power. They just feel like they need to take over. They want to be in charge. I got no problem with that, John. Here's my issue. If you are so overpowering, what are you now expecting from us as men?
I used to make some statement, and a lot of women... Some women, even though they're educated, because the statement I can make doesn't have nothing to do with a woman being educated, but I used to always tell people, too many mothers in the world go to work, and especially in the Bahamas. Okay? Not that you're supposed to be a housewife or find your home in a house, but if mothers, and I think it appears to the government trying to give women more maternity leave time or that sort of thing, but it appeared to me, when we were growing up, most of the mothers in the community didn't work. And when 3 o'clock comes, you'll see the ones that don't work, they'd come out to the front and get them safely. And you behave yourself at your party, guys say good evening, good afternoon, them sort of things, right? But in the world today, and especially in the Bahamas, too many mothers have to go to work.
Okay.
And they're frustrated when they're at work, because I remember we did this study to try to cause us to look at how best to put in an industrial agreement to protect women and all this sort of thing. The production level between the hours of 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the public service had dropped at least 70%. It dropped at least 70%. Why? Okay, so you get the mother, let's say the woman works on Meeting Street. Her child goes to Sanaa. She got to be to Sanaa for 3 o'clock. So she's leaving 2:30 to get to Sanaa for 3. She got to find an hour with traffic to get to work. I mean, to get the child
To
to
South
South
Beach.
Beach. How I drop them off, blah, blah. Then when she reached back to me, her get on the phone and call him. Susie, you doing your homework? Jimmy, you behaving? You had something to eat? Da, 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 da. And she gave an instruction. Then she babysitting the kids from the workplace. So she ain't get that. She's so concerned about, Lord, I hope them children don't turn the stove on. You turn the stove off? You do this, you do that. So they babysitting the children.
And that's illegal to leave children home unattended?
Well, do you think all them mothers who we could afford to, if once that child reaches 12 years old, they figure that child is responsible enough to take care of them and their 7, 8-year-old brother or sister?
But see, John,
that's just the way the Bahamas grow.
What I can say to you then is this. You're telling me then that the system itself is flawed.
Certainly.
And if it's flawed, you're saying to me that we as men are not shouldering sufficient of the responsibility of our homes. And I'm saying to the women today who are listening, my intention is for them to encourage the men to be men and to manage their household affairs.
That man may be to work, and he can't leave work. That's why most of the time, the parent that works for government, the people have to do the school pickup. If a guy working on a construction site or certain jobs he work on, he can't leave work to go pick up. And if you leave, he got to get back in exactly 1 hour. Some of them only have a half-hour break if they're doing construction. But this is what I tried to do when I did the industrial agreement with the government. Recognizing that, I had asked them, I think customs were the only one who kind of helped me out to get started with it. Those big cafeterias they have, the big lunchroom and thing, allow the parents who could bring their children back to work, put them inside the lunchroom. We get somebody. The union was prepared to hire somebody for its members to watch them kids, help them in the homework and things.
That's a good plan.
Yeah,
I like it.
we had done that.
Yeah.
Even the mothers who had young babies, who we were trying to encourage breastfeeding.
Yeah.
But there was no infrastructure, especially in the public service, for the mothers to breastfeed the children. I remember the big fight I had at the airport authority when I did the industrial agreement, asking them to please allocate a spot. Maybe the nanny will bring the child. The babysitter will bring the child to the workplace and babies breastfeed the child, that sort of thing. Well, and then you want me to tell you start thinking about this. And I know some women can get mad. I don't care. Most of the women who had the responsibility, who could make it happen, went against it.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Went against it.
What do you think I'm talking
Went
about?
against it. Most of the senior people in the public service were women. The permanent secretaries and the directors and the general manager, most of them were women. They didn't see the need for it. You know why? Well, it ain't happened when I had no children. Anybody that, so that's what they do. They protect their territory.
My God.
You got to do it the best way you can.
My God. Calling you live. This is Garden Radio today, 96.9 FM.
Hey, Goss, this is Sparky calling back.
Thank you for calling back. Now, stay on subject, Sparky. You know,
Okay,
I
was
love you.
trying to get to Father's Day, but I was just trying to crack a little joke with you and John. Sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
just like
I just get a
2
little
hours.
sensitive and come talking to men,
I
women
just
things.
wanted to crack a little joke about the cemetery. I just said so much young men are dying these days.
Yes.
And I said, the dream was I was passing Nassau Street, and I saw this big funeral. And I said, with so much of these little boys, people dying every day, it's like Saturday and Sunday is a big event.
Yes.
So if I could get the franchise, I'll have a Guinness liquor store outside every cemetery. I could make a lot of money for me and my family. I just sell 2 Guinness to one fella.
And Sparky, I ain't drinking Guinness no more.
It's okay, you wouldn't drink no more, but if your brother dead, you could drink that day.
No, the Guinness is $3.50 a piece now.
Well, I can still get it for $2.66, but I got to go to the Chinese. What? But anyway, I don't care. I just want to get it. Ara Guinness is my cousin.
Listen, man.
That's what I want to say. But see, when it comes to what men want, I just want my crab and rice every Father's Day for the next 50 years because I like my crab. I just get 50 days. I don't need a woman in my kitchen. My mother died when I was 15. And my grandmother taught me how to cook. You don't get in my kitchen. I take my 2 big bedrooms, I turn them into master bedroom. Any woman come to my house, they got their own bathroom in the corner. Don't go in my bathroom. I got 2 closets.
But Sparky, you ain't married.
One for pants in my bedroom.
You ain't got no woman in the house.
The next bedroom, there's an empty bedroom in there.
Yeah, but you ain't got no woman in your house because if the woman move in, I bet you can't do that no more.
I bet you I could do it because, I ain't going to let her move in. I done been married. I ain't going to get no more divorce.
Hey, my brother. Man, I appreciate the call, man. That was funny, though. I really appreciate that.
Let me say this. I have some female friends that sometimes we have these conversations. Why, John, why do you think men have to have more than one woman?
What?
I mean, why I think men have to have more than one woman.
Women say that?
Yeah, and they know their boyfriends who have more than one. So I just say to them, I say, well, I can tell you what I think. I say, tell me, in the last 10 years, how many young men you think between the age of 18 and 40 were murdered? Tell me how much of them you think, how many young men in prison between 18 and 40?
Yeah.
How many turn homosexual?
Yeah, they gay.
And then some get married and some get saved.
Yeah.
So your pool is very, very small to choose from.
Indeed.
And I just jokingly tell them, so any single man who only got one woman, because at least two other women don't have no man.
It's more than that, really.
More than that?
It's more than that.
No, man.
The Bible says in these last days you have almost 7 women to 1 man.
Oh, my goodness. One man can have a woman?
Yeah. And so what's happening in our country, what I'm trying to say to women today, if you have a real man, he's perfect. He's not perfect. But I want you today, when you say Happy Father's Day, to honor the strengths of him being that man. That's what the show is really all about. I don't want you women to even gamble believing that because he ain't buy me no Gucci, Versace, or Louis Vuitton, he ain't buy me no Mercedes-Benz, he ain't buy me no BMW, he ain't add all the extra room on the house, he ain't plant the grass where they asked him to plant. Listen to me. Bill and Melinda Gates. I want you to remember those names for me. I want you to remember the names of Jeff and Mackenzie Bezos. These people got billions of dollars. They can hire people to do these things. And through a discrepancy in the relationship, they divorce it. I don't want no Bahamian woman to think.
And these old people do, that's the thing.
That's what I said.
Like
I don't want no Bahamian woman to think that it is foolish to give obeisance and respect to the man for being the man and the father that he is. You got to give that man some love this Father's Day, because guess what? Money ain't going to solve that problem that you having at your home. These men got billions and they stepped outside the relationship because something wasn't right in the home, and I guarantee you it boiled down to respect. Call of your life.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah, good afternoon to you and your guest.
Good afternoon, preacher.
Yeah,
how you doing?
I love Sparky, but Sparky is
He's safe.
outlier, and he is an anomaly. so I want to speak to the average male that is not as strong as Sparky.
Okay.
Yep. I find that a part of the issue comes from growing up, your exposure, your father teaching you. See, I personally didn't have a father. I had to learn how to deal with things on my own, and because I was already lacking financial resources, and I couldn't do some things but I wanted to, then I decided that what me talking or my face couldn't do will not be done.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn to communicate and talk. So then a female addressed me for certain things that they need.
Yes.
I know I literally didn't know it for myself.
Right.
I just started from high school.
Yes.
So at that point, that was a not so good. I literally told good lies because I felt so bad that I could not assist in buying a lunch.
Uh-huh.
But I also realized that it's not my fault. Why am I mandated to buy a lunch? So it doesn't see her parents.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I began to
you ain't want no woman. You ain't want no woman. No, you ain't want no woman. Not you.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, you ain't want no woman.
See,
and you're onto something. But the point I made is that because I could not do it, then I had to choose carefully who I accepted. Well, they would accept me. So if I'm talking to you and you're thinking, oh, buy me this, oh, buy me the dog too, because clearly you're not on my run.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate, caller, that God created men to be the priesthood of their home, the provider, the protector, and the sustainer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And
yes,
as the provider, no, because men was created to be providers, I ain't saying to be used by women unnecessarily, but they were created to show they have that ability to provide. And once you're a provider, that causes women to get attracted to you, and you can pray for the family and keep the family together. That's the sort of thing a woman looking for.
Yes, the average woman is most definitely looking for that.
Yeah.
But the reality is not as that from the get-go.
But they shouldn't just be looking for
Because,
that. You should be looking for honesty and respect.
If this is like within the first communication, I just trying to get to know your name. See, and women are smarter than us for the most part.
But when you see one of them ambulance, a war. When you spot that, really, you know what to do. You got to cut your ties and head east, let them head west.
That don't work like
The
that.
minute I see that too soon,
That don't work
I
like that.
back out because I realize I will not be able to sustain this woman.
You
Because
sound
I believe
to
in
me.
working
Let me
together.
tell you what you sound like to me. You sound like you are a good, God-fearing man. You got
Yes,
to be a
yes.
Christian. Say I didn't know that. You know why I know that? Because you see, when the woman saying she want this, in my mind, my little wicked self, I want something too. You know, I ain't trying to get that thing. You sound very, you ain't into that thing like that. But man, listen here. When the breeze blow, when I was young, I wanted the thing. So money ain't no problem. I can man go, but for you, but God save you early. Praise be to God.
Because I was broke. No,
because you broke.
Because of that, see, God do something because He had given me this money early. I may have been caught up like the rest of the guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Only because I didn't have, I had to make another way. And when I learned that this makes sense, if I am paying, financially supporting a woman from the get-go, there is no relationship here.
That
I
is
am already
correct. That is correct.
a brink.
Yes.
There's nothing, no communication. The next fellow who comes to spend a little bit more money,
Yeah.
there's a good chance he'll take my girl.
Man, I appreciate your call, boy. That's some wisdom there. And I appreciate you. And I ask God to bless you today as you continue to show the example of great relationships and the kingdom of God. Let me take another caller. Call you live. Call you there? Let me take another caller, Chris. Go ahead, call you live. Call you there? Okay, let me just read some text here really quickly, and then we'll go back to John Pinder. It says, hey, Garth, and who do you pledge your love to? It has to be the birds and bees. You ain't saved. And they wished me a happy Father's Day. Well, you know, my wife was one of the most, we don't talk much about her, but I tell you, everyone who meets her, they love her so much that they say, boy, if we ever see you with another woman, we telling her. We telling her because she is a sweetheart of a person. She don't nag. She don't complain. She's a team player, and she don't give me no stress, no problem. And if I even think stress coming, like she started to talk a little too much, the last time she do that to me, I go outside and start sweeping the street. Now, when she see me sweeping the road or cutting the grass, she said, don't fool with him. He ain't in no good mood right now. So I ain't got no problem where I live. And he says, Garth, you are unique. You are untrue. You need to relax and stop being demanding. Learn to say, yes, madam. But I do that. I do that. I know when to say, I love you, yes, madam. I'm a very endearing person. But I just don't want to hear you nagging, though. If you tell me something once or twice, that's okay. But when you go 3, 4, 5 times, you remind me of my mother. My mother used to, no. I said, Mom, just beat me. The hell, grab a stick, grab something. Just beat me and shut up. I just want you to be quiet. But I cannot take the nagging. That's just me. It says, don't worry about that guy, man, woman want to see whether you look at the gay man or transgender. You look at her, so pay attention. You like counting work, so stay outside and enjoy the great outdoors. This person must really know me. It says, men need to be respectful and stop counting work. They need to be men, real men who communicate well. How come Haitian men and women communicate better and play? Well, I don't know if that's so.
That's true.
I ain't saying that, man. Come on, man. Behave yourself. Let me give you a little break because you're getting a little deep on me, you know. The other person says, you're all good. Do you want me to stop for anything? I wonder who this is. Who bring us something? Huh? Someone want to bring us something? I wonder who that is. Hey, Garth, this is Miss Butler. You have some gay fathers. That may be true. I think it is true. Them husbands, boyfriends who are in the closet. I know a few of them. She said, I got to listen to my good friend Trish Hanna's show. She has a show on Sundays right before Remark. So for those people who want to hear some of Coach Trish Hanna's remarks, tune in on Sundays. The next one says, okay, now answer why the women have to go to work. That's a good question, John. Why do women have to go to work?
Well, for the most part, the world changed so much. You'll find that women became educated, and some of them have more education than the children daddy. They're able to make more money in some cases than the father of the children, and they like to have their own money. And so, for the most part, they won't go to work just like him, so they can buy what they want and not depend on him, and make sure I'm churning at everything they won't have, and that sort of thing. But I honestly believe the world is not intended for women to have to go to work.
Oh, that's your view?
That's my view, yeah.
Well, a lot of women will fight you for that.
That's my view. I say I'm a male chauvinist that he shouldn't go to work. I appreciate my wife going away. And she does a good job in everything she has to do. But I'm saying, I don't believe the world was intended for women, especially mothers, to have to go to work. I think mothers, we would have a better world, a better society if women could stay home and raise their kids.
You're hearing it from John Pinder, folks. Next text says, okay, now answer why do women have to go to work. So that's what John was actually responding to. Call it your life.
My brother, how are you?
I'm doing good, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. John, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Haven't heard your voice in a long time.
Right here, man, right here.
God, I listen to you. I don't agree with some of your, but you entitled to your opinion.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know I do. I say what I say for the show.
I would say it like this.
Yeah.
John. First, I should say.
Hello.
First, I should say Happy Father's Day to all of the men.
Yes.
In this country.
Amen.
And I want to wish you all well.
Mm-hmm.
But to the subject matter, I can tell men, until you are biblically connected, you will not be able to understand some things. And this is why this is why Solomon in the book of Proverbs, if any man decide to get some understanding, you must read the book of Proverbs.
Okay.
And the book of Proverbs will tell you why there is a gender war. There is a gender war. This is why I'm afraid for you now, Mr. Because you know this group of liberals coming out to get your head.
So stop a minute. Stop a minute. I can let you talk, but stop a minute. I know you didn't agree with everything that I said. Just to you. You are going along the path that I designed this show for. So if you believe that you disagree, you had to disagree with me to call me, to tell me that, to get to this point that you're making for me. This ain't for you, this for me, this is what I do. But go ahead, I'm listening to you, because you didn't join the program, but go ahead.
I want to thank you. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank you. But I want to say to men, you have to be biblically connected to what's happening. John also have a point. The point is, this gender war create a competition.
Yes.
And the competition, there's a difference between the vows and the covenant.
Preach.
Some people marry for the vows, some marry for the covenant. I never really understand that until that was explained to me.
Well,
and I can line you up with a great bishop who is qualified to clear up the vows and the covenant.
You ain't need no bishop, man. I could do that, man. This is the bishop of the Church of the Faithful Jew.
Okay, I want you to explain the difference between the vows and the covenant. But man first have to understand you are in a gender war.
And this is why I enjoy your call.
From competing.
And you call, this is what I like to hear. Go ahead.
And then for you to get that, this is why Solomon come back and warn his son. All men need to read the book of Proverbs, starting from 5 to 7. You will get some understanding why we having these problems, why marriage is on the decline, why the liberal movement is so strong, why the feminist movement is so strong, because some of them are the daughters of Jezebel.
Okay, what Jesus? No, hold on, caller, hold on. See, you must be in my brain. I don't know how you get in my brain. I had to have this big, long conversation talking all this nonsense to get somebody like you to call in and say what I want you to say. My God. Man, God got to be real for you to talk like this, man. I got goosebumps. You in my brain.
The daughters of Jezebel have invaded the world.
My
God.
Go
in the book of Proverbs and you will see it. The world has been invaded. Check the Kardashian now.
So how then, because I got plenty of callers on the line, how then can we have a happy Father's Day when we got married to Jezebel? When your children's mommy is Jezebel.
To the daughters of Jezebel. The spirit is still alive.
But this is what I saying to you. And you gone right where I want you to go. But I so appreciate your call. You got to call me back if time permits. I will let some other people talk. But my God, you're hitting nail on the head. You almost make me want to take a feeling something. But I appreciate your call. Let me take another caller. Caller, you're live. My God. God must be real. Chris, man, give me one break, man. I got to catch my breath on that one. The man come and say what I want him to say. What type of witchcraft is this? I waking here, man? Or this the spirit of the living God? You all got to tell me what it is. because this man saying everything what I want him to say. This is Guardian Radio Today, 96.9 FM. I'm Garth Bernard Roseborough with John Pinder. We take this quick break. We'll be right back.
So nervous, I shook in me boots. Cause one thing then I was hoping she don't bring me no soup. I go crazy for pork chop, steak even big feet, lobster with the chicken leg. Cause I like to eat all the meat, all the meat, all the meat, all the meat. No rice for me, all the meat, no gravy, all the meat. I like the meat, all the meat, all the meat, all the meat.
Budgeting and saving? Yes. Investing? Check. But what if you could do more? With an RF brokerage account, you can get priority access to local investment opportunities right as they come to the market. Never miss a bond or new share offering again. Plus, you can house all your investments in one place and benefit from expert investment advice. Contact us at brokerage@rfgroup.com to start doing more today. Some conditions apply. RF, money at work.
Turn a adventure with the Mondo and Grogu Whopper Combo, featuring special shake fries. Whether you're a bounty hunter in training or just here for your way, Burger King Nassau has everything Mandalorian and Grogu related you could want. Grab the toys, the mugs, the crowns, and your crew, and head on down to BK and celebrate the Mandalorian and Grogu adventure with Burger King Nassau. This is the way.
Guess who's back?
It's that time again for the 31st annual Michael Scuderi Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic.
Bring it on now, let's go.
Whether you're a player or a fan, you don't want to miss this one. The action starts July 13th at the Hope Center. Log on to peaceonthestreets.com and register. Come on, everybody, we're going! That's the Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic, where we shoot hoops instead of guns. Game time.
At Star General, you can go gold. Comprehensive car insurance covers loss or damage from accidents, fire, theft, and third-party liability. But the Gold package gives you increased coverage for rental car and windscreen, personal accident, medical benefits, deductible waiver, and 24-hour roadside assistance where available. Our Star General Gold package also gives you up to $2,500 for accidental damage to a rental car anywhere in the Bahamas. Go gold with Star General. Insurance made simple.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
I felt I truly loved. She was everything I'd ever been dreaming of. But she was bad, I didn't know it. Her pretty smile never did show it. All I knew is what I could see, and I knew I wanted her for me. I took her home to Mama. Mama wanted to see my future bride. Oh, she looked at us both, and then she called me to her side. She said, son, take time to know her.
And we are back here listening to the tunes from one Chris Penniman on the board, Percy Sledge. I think he is an all-time Bahamian favorite. Man, many of you people walking around the Bahamas were created from your parents listening to Percy Sledge.
I tell you one thing, if that was a Bahamian mother, she could say, don't bring that one back. Don't bring that one back.
Well, you know what I used to do, John? When you bring the girl home, the parents go quiet. And then they say to you, so who? Now, listen, I can be straight today. A little rude today. I don't know why I'm so rude. You say, Smith. Smith is the last name. Oh, Smith. Which Smith that is? Which settlement? Then they tell you from Rollville. Yeah? Who your daddy is? Who your mommy is? By the time you get in the mommy and daddy name, the ma's are bobbing and the daddy's a drunken. So they sit right there all day watching you. They don't hear no water. Don't bring them back. That one ain't coming in our family.
Yeah, don't bother that. Yeah. But I wanted to add this before I forget.
Yeah.
So in addition to the man being the provider, the protector, and sustainer, the one thing that women have to do would be the biggest problem, to be submissive, man.
No, they ain't to that.
You see, if they let it be submissive, you don't have no problem.
No.
If that man doing what he's supposed to do, you're supposed to be submissive.
Now, if the man do what he's supposed to do, then you shouldn't have no problem. But the word submissive in and of itself is a problem. So let's use a kinder, more gentle word. They would say, we need to be teammates.
The Bible says
just teammates. That's it. Just once you say teammates, you ain't got no problem. We know about submission.
Well, so when you
that's
get
a problem.
So you make sure the marriage vows then speaks to teammate.
Listen to me.
The Bible speaks to being a helpmate, but you can say teammate.
I said to my friend this morning, I have a dog. I have a Doberman Pinscher. Now the dog is carry on bad. Ruff, 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 ruff. I don't like noise. You didn't hear me say I don't like noise. I don't like noise. When I drive my car, I don't listen to no radio. I don't like noise. He rowing, carrying on bad. I walk outside and I ain't say a word to him. I look at him. What you think he's do? Now, you women got to understand something when the man look at you. Sometimes when the woman look at you, stop what you're doing. It's called respect. That's all I saying. I ain't saying men have to have women submitted. As a man submits to his wife, a wife should submit to the husband. It should be a war of humility.
I got you.
And not a war of strength. But the caller a while ago, oh man, I love that caller. He hit it on the nail head. This whole gender war nonsense, I've been hearing this on the radio. I ain't for that. I ain't for that. You all watch yourself, watch your mouth around me. I ain't for that. This whole thing where women got you over men, I ain't into that. You men who believe y'all got to out-muscle women, I ain't into that. What I am interested in, John Pinder, is building healthy relationships, healthy families, so that when events like Mother's Day come, when Father's Day come, the happiness in the mention of Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day is one of mutual respect. That's all I'm simply saying.
Yeah, it's important for each person. I mean, every woman have an opinion. Everybody have an opinion. It's important for a woman to be able to express her opinion, but just do it in decency and with a level of respect. And it's important for the husband or the boyfriend to listen to that woman. And you know, if there's a need to make some adjustments, you make those adjustments.
And I don't know why some
in the
man...
best interest of the relationship?
Some man will be so biggity, right? And they're so greedy, they want this crab and rice. And they letting the woman cook the crab and rice in the kitchen. And notice something. The woman ain't saying nothing to you, she vexed. Don't get that woman mad on Saturday night. For God's sake, don't do that. The woman cooking your crab and rice.
Hey, let's put them in your food.
Oh, see, John, I ain't had to say it. You know exactly what I said. Watch yourself, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm over eating crab and rice. Only you eating crab and rice.
If you got sweetheart,
I don't get no crab and rice.
You got sweetheart, leave that alone this week, please. Because if she find out she cooking your crab and rice, that's all they simply saying, John. Watch yourself. Yeah. Okay? This text here says, the best wife is a woman from down south. This person says, I have one. My God, I like that text. If you got one, you got to keep her, love her, cherish her. She is the best thing that could ever happen to you. I'm all for positive relationships. Someone says, hi, Garth, stop fronting. Men are the problem. See, this is what I talk about now. That's war. That's war talk right there. We ain't want no war talk. Call you live. Guardian Radio Today, 96.9 FM.
Hello.
Hey,
how are you?
Praise God. We got a woman calling in. Set me straight, please, love. Set me straight, my
I'm not calling to set you straight. And hi, John Pinder. How are you?
I'm good, darling.
I'm just calling to add to. I know you're firing all the women, all the Jezebel women in the flames of fire.
Yes.
But I wanted to comment on something that we have that's causing us stagnate in regards to relationships.
Yes.
And how we function in the families. And that the man just has moved out of his position of authority.
What's the position?
Of authority, yes. Because we have a lot of men that are not acting in their roles as providers, as protectors. A lot of men aren't even working. A lot of these men right now, they're kept men. They're women taking care of them.
That is true.
So what we have a society of a lot of, I don't like to say men are weak, but just a lot of men out of position.
What if you said men are becoming tired because when in America, right? Watch this now carefully. I have recognized that since COVID-19, many people in America have not gone to work because of the high cost of living in the United States. Like, for instance, an efficiency apartment in Florida is now about $1,700, $1,800 a month. And so for me to go to work to, say, a Home Depot for 8 hours a day, pay taxes, try to take care of food and other responsibilities, I might as well stay home and try to collect a Social Security check. And so some people are doing that. Here in the Bahamas, I'll say this to you, my dear, because I love your voice, I love your contributions always. When something in our system that allows these men to be beaten down, we got to fight every day on the job. I don't know what it is, why this anti-male culture has crept in, but women on the job tend to make us suffer. I just being real.
I will tell you this. That started from long before they went on the job. That started from the single mother home.
Okay.
You have a lot of men that same mentality where they feel beaten down,
yes,
where they feel that they're not good enough.
Yes.
When you grew up in your home
yes,
and you've been constantly told, you just like you're no good daddy, you'll never become something, or you may have the female mother
yes,
that is putting so much pressure on the son that he has to act as a husband to his own mother and his siblings before the time. So he's tired by the time as he gets out of school and by the time he's making his money, he just wants to run away.
You're a psychologist,
It's
smart.
I'm a life coach. But it's a serious issue that's happening. And I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all, but I do believe that it started from in the home.
I love it.
Systemic problem that started from the single mother home situation.
I love it.
And that's why we have weaker men, because honestly, women can't raise men. After a certain period, I remember the women back in the day, when their son reached a particular age, they could find an uncle. They could say, son, I got to take you to granddaddy to be raised, finish off the way, or maybe to get in their life, because you only could do it so far.
Yes.
You know, and shout out to the single mothers who were able to do it all the way. They're the exception, but they're not the rule. They're not the rule, and that's what we need to recognize, and we need to own up to it. And so this Jezebel spirit that the man said is live and in charge and roaming about in all over the world is because they're absent of men, so the woman had to take on that dominant male persona because she has to handle things herself. And that's all I've come to add that. Y'all have a great show.
Oh, great, man. Oh, geez, I love that lady. She's a life coach. I wish one day she would leave a number with Chris. We got to bring her on here because she has much to offer. You know, John, I grew up in a single mother home until I was 10, going on 11. Now, let me tell you something. My stepdad had moved in, right? And he had just been divorced. But as a young man, parents don't talk to you about sexuality or male-female relations, right? So I learned early to find those adult magazines. That's what I used to do. Now, I grew up in Baptist Bible Church, good Christian Baptist. My blood father, he's a Baptist preacher. I got Jesus in me. But when I found out I could see naked women and, you know, I could take it home with me, I used to take the page out of the magazine and used to hide it all over the house. Now, let me tell you how that works. Every time I hide one of them, my mom find it. I didn't realize that she found it because she looked for all the hiding places in the house in case I bring drugs home.
Okay.
I just figured that out yesterday, by the way. Okay. I said, that's how Mom used to find out. She was scared of drugs entering the house. So I used to put it under the carpet, put it under the mattress, put it underneath one towel with shift and my mom find it every time right away. I said all that to say this to you. Within me, I knew that I was a male and I was attracted to females. You get what I'm saying to you?
That's normal.
My mother couldn't teach me. At that age of my life, he had to beat some things into me. When I say beat it into me, he taught me how to mix cement. He taught me how to hold a hammer. He taught me how to use a saw. He taught me how to cut the grass. He told me how to cut the bush. He told me how to do all these things. Now, when you look at me today, I could do all these other things. I'm just simply saying, women, I know you're strong. I know you're smart. But definitely when you find a man, build up the man's esteem. Let him know that he is King Kong. Let him know that he is the big lion in the cage, because you will get more from him by lifting him up than beating him down.
Yeah, don't challenge everything your boyfriend or your husband wants to do. I think oftentimes women challenges the men too much.
Yes.
They challenge men too much, and they cause guys to feel that, you know what? Boy, I ain't gonna deal with that.
You know who don't challenge you? The sweetheart.
No.
Oh, baby. What she do? Baby, what she do?
None of them down south.
Yo. Calling you live. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Hey, God and John.
Yeah, afternoon.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, well, listen, listen. I love the show. I've been listening from we started. Very good. Listen, well, when John spoke the last time, he was right on target because, I grew up on the family island, and so when I went to from one settlement to the next, when I reached there, knocked on the door, the man comes and said, "Who is that?" I said, "This is Roscoe." "From where?" Yeah, listen. And then I had to say who my people is. Let's say he opening the door.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that serious.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And maybe we need to get back to those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we can get back.
Stop bringing riff-raff to your house. Just because the fella wearing gold chain. Yeah, man, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
40 minutes,
You don't have a lot to the ring blade.
Thank you, my brother.
The ring blades have a lot to know. Here comes Bobby Bingo. So who you come for? What do you come for?
Yeah.
With your black and shit. Come on, your dog. You do stinking dirty.
Yeah. Boy, listen here. My good friend, Professor Don Major, he sent me a text. He says today's program is all about respect. Nagging, you have to teach your wife not to nag. Don't tolerate it. Big problem. Wife keeping company with divorced and single women, discussing your marriage and taking their counsel. Big problem with stepfathering. It is not easy, and some make it harder, especially if they still keep company with the children's father. We got a lot of that happening here in the Bahamas, where they still, I got to take him to see daddy. And then she come in, what you give to the child daddy? Because daddy, I mean, him and man go, we like good things. And if you was good, it's cheaper to be the side piece, than to be in the committed relationship.
And that's another thing too, man. Some women have children with men who they didn't think was going to be a husband.
Yeah.
But he's a good father, a good provider, and they don't mind seeing him on the side, but they don't want him to be the husband.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
I'm telling you. So they'll have a husband who they think is the right man, who they can show up in society with and go to functions with. But that daddy...
But Joe, that nigga named Joe.
Yeah.
Joe is the problem.
Right, but the father of the child who she couldn't marry, she's still,
he got some assets.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you, man. Next call of your life. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. When I heard "Take Time to Know Her," I said, man, that's a powerful song.
That's it right there, boy.
I got a question for you, man. I know some young men will take every girlfriend to their parents, and some will not.
Mm-hmm.
They will take them, maybe they'll drive there and they'll keep them in the car and they will go in and they won't allow them to associate.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, what did you do in your instance? And I want to share with you another situation where a young man told his mother, but he was not a young man, he was in his 30s. He said, "Mama, I got this girl, a nice bouquet with a teddy bear and all that." And the mother said to him, "Boy, you passed the puppy love stage, man. It's time for you to get married." See, some parents will send their children out to get married, and some parents will hold them back. Well, that's what I want to add to you.
Well, listen, hey, Randy, I appreciate your contribution. Listen to me. As a man, me, who know Jesus, see a woman what I like. When I see that woman, Jesus got to leave the room, I ain't there for Jesus. I there for me. I then see what I want. You could call me fresh, you call me nasty, call me whatever the hell you want, but in me, I know what I want. Then you go to the parents' house, John. You didn't know what you there for. You ain't there to meet no parents. You ain't even on the parents them run. As a matter of fact, you pray to Jesus, the parents will go out somewhere and leave you all two home alone so you could do what you got to go do. That's how this thing works. And so amazingly, good fathers and good mothers know that little rascal coming on the door knocking, he ain't up to no good. I don't care how much Jesus he come with the Bible, swinging the name of the, hey, my brother, hey, my sister, hey, how's you doing, elder, how you doing? No, sir. We got to have a talk. And that is what is missing in today's society, John. I don't think people talk anymore. The respect between father and children is diminishing because no one is talking about it any longer. I think that's where we're at. Next caller, you're live.
Mr. Beauregard Rose.
Hey, man, here with John Pinder.
Yeah, John Pinder, how are you?
Good afternoon, man. Right here.
Yeah, John might remember. I remember John Pinder when he used to pop in the treasury in my young treasury days, but that's some years.
I know the voice.
Yeah, let's leave that right there. But listen, yes, and then God brought us like Key Wrench in the last comment.
I got a million texts, but go ahead quickly. Let me hear what you got.
Listen, I have a formula. All of your callers, including the lady that called, I think I have different views and hitting the nail on the head, especially John said something very critical and very key.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a formula that I teach my sons, right? And I think it's impacting what's going on. Number one, I teach them to chase personal development and ensuring that they are able to take care of themselves as a man, and everything else will follow, right? Number one is to putting the female first and chasing that. Secondly, I make it very clear to them, do not take any young lady serious that does not or haven't had a father figure in their life. It can come back to haunt you. You can have nightmares if you get seriously involved with any young lady that has a father figure that has daddy issues, right? Or haven't had a father figure in their life. And I think that is a part of the formula. But I'll end with this. Any particular reason why we have our brothers and sisters down south in the FIFA World Cup and the Bahamian men are not in the FIFA World Cup, I'll hang up and listen.
Well, listen, we can't listen no more, man. We're all out of time. I see some good texts here. Good day, Brother Garth and John. A man is always at a disadvantage in relationships today, whether financial or not. Most women hold men hostage and full of disrespect. We need to understand, respect each other, and how to. That's from the mayor of Grand Bahama. Garth, you just need to communicate. Let her know what you need to be happy. Half the time, the problem is men don't communicate and expect women to read their minds. That's a great text. Good afternoon. What constitutes submissive? Just to understand. What do you mean by submissive, John? They're asking you. The other text here says a man truly loves. A woman loves only on the conditions that he can provide. Someone says, I think I'm a good man. I make 6 figures. I live by godly principles. I take my children to church, often without my wife. Although I work a lot, I try to be active at home. I think I'm a good father. I'm not selfish. Listen, I got a million more texts here. I can't get through them all today. John Pinder, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm looking forward to you having a show of your own or having a day of your own, whatever we can do to bring your contribution to Guardian Radio. Whatever Mr. Dwight Strong, the manager or the owners decide that this may be a good thing for people to have someone to speak about labor issues in the country, I will support it 100% as your brother. Thank you all for listening. This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We had a great conversation. I'll see you again next week on Monday. This Sunday, the second part, the Crab Pen, tune into Remark, 5 to 6:30. Listen out then. Take care.